Oh, it's bright. We didn't do the thing. We've had all this time to do this, and we haven't done it. There we are. And now, I make all of you black out temporarily. Don't worry, it's not you, it's me. Huh. I don't know why I decided to hold my breath whenever that happens, but I did. And let's see if that works. That works. We're good. Emily Chambers, hello. Thank you for popping in. That's for you. If that worked. Not having my headset on means I'm not sure. Hold up. The chaos begins. No, we're fine. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, no wonder I didn't hear anything. Sugar Kitty. It works. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And Zenboot. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your recent gift to the channel. It looks pretty sweet. It's round. So I can absolutely say for sure. For sure, dude. Clink. There. Ugh. And I did bring over the beer this time, which I said I was going to have last time. Which I didn't do because of reasons. First off, all of you, please keep Papa KillCo in your thoughts right now. He had to be admitted to the ER on Tuesday night. He has been there ever since. I saw him today. He doesn't look great. He doesn't feel great. So any good positive vibes you can send his way are greatly appreciated. That's that. caringbridge.org/visit/James K if you want to see what's been going on with him recently. Any comments there or monetary support there is also greatly appreciated. It's been a time right now. It's not great, which makes this topic so much more interesting. Welcome to Bipolar 2. Sorry, World Bipolar Day. I have bipolar 2. We're doing great. This is great. Greetings. My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Mental Musings. It's a day where I get to talk about what a mess I am, and what a mess a lot of people are. You just don't know it. Who live with a bipolar condition. Mine is bipolar 2. Bipolar 1 is another type, and it's got a couple other names when they are different levels of complicated. For me, it's just I can't deal. The simplest way to put it, we're gonna make a goal. Any super chats today would be amazing. Work, damn you. Oh wait, it doesn't want to work over here, I forgot. And I just closed it. I'm doing real good. I can fix it, it's fine. Do for an hour. Stitch mode. That's all I can really promise. I already have the Athletic in my hand. Let me fix this now. You're gonna have to black out again, I'm sorry. It's fine. Don't ask, it's complicated. But to make things look so I can click on them, I have to have this situated. And well, I closed it. I don't think I held my breath that time. Oh well. Also, if we can hit this goal today, that'd be great. I did the analytics today. If you're a podcast listener, I haven't recorded it yet, but I've typed it out so I can try to keep track of what I'm talking about. And you'll see. The number is lower than usual. That's to be expected. I took a whole week and a half off recently due to this whole screen issue. You can't see the screen. It's right here. It looks wonderful. But it just caused a delay in content, which isn't swell for me or anyone, because everyone needs to see my content. It's true. They may not know it yet, but it's true. I wanted to try to go over some blips and blops about another part of this World Bipolar Day, and it is on Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh. It's his birthday today, and he is one of the more prominent people in the past who was believed to have bipolar disorder. He cut off his ear, so that's a little hint about how bad it can get. That's a big part of it. At least I think that was him. God damn, I can't remember anything. It's been a busy day. And it's hard for me to think. Oh yeah, he's the guy. Born March 30th, 1853. That's... Whenever I think of him as an artist and as a person, I think it's so much farther back than that. Like 1853 is a... Like, I can imagine that time. I can imagine the 1900s, how crazy times were then. The country I live in becoming a thing. That wasn't far off. And he died in 1890 on July 29th. After he tried to shoot himself. Sorry, Google or YouTube or whatever. That is a topic in today's conversation just because of what happened to him. And everyone knows Starry Night. That's a big thing. Like if I say Starry Night, the painting to you, many of you have already seen it. Many of you know what it is. It's very famous. I have a like a wooden thing of it. It used to be behind me once upon a time. Early video content I made. You might have been able to see it for the opening. And that was complete coincidence at the time. I didn't know anything about what happened to him then. Oh, that's horrible. Death of Vincent van Gogh. All right, Wikipedia, let's go. What do you got? Yeah, I'm... I bet he did. God. Let's see. All these words. Oh my God, reading hurts. The shooting. Oh, they have like documented stuff about it. Left the inn after breakfast. Holding his stomach. Yeah, Van Gogh shot himself with the intent of ceasing to be. And that is unfortunately something that shows up with bipolar disorder too frequently. Zenwood, what are these little images? Explosions and such. I like it. I'm trying to stay upbeat today, but it's not being easy to do. As one, we're talking about bipolar. Two, I have it. And three, it's complicated right now. It's complicated right now because of what's happening in my life and what's happening with my father's life. Most importantly, above all right now, it's rough. It's super rough. I'm trying to find more info about Van Gogh. Deteriorating mental health. Oh, 1889, Van Gogh experienced a deterioration in his mental health, suffering from severe depression. He cut off parts of his left ear with a razor while staying in Arles, France. Ugh. Yeah. Usually you don't want to do that. Let's see if they actually talk about bipolar at all. I don't know if they actually will in the Wikipedia. I need some air. I feel overwhelmed by boredom and grief. Oy. I can do nothing about my illness. I am suffering a little just now. The thing is that after that long seclusion, the days seem like weeks to me. Fireworks, possibly. Yeah, he's trying to do the painting. It's hard to do. Let's just do the sunflowers. That's the happy one, or at least it seems like a happier one. I don't know what anything about that. Like what else he might have felt. Do. But by 25th of May, the artist was able to report to his mother that his health had improved and that the symptoms of his disease had disappeared. That's the horrible depressive episode going into what probably was a manic or at least positive a high. Continued improvement, his nightmares almost having disappeared. Haha, he had nightmares. Awesome. Some doctors who also have theorized Van Gogh might have had epilepsy. Maybe. Who knows? I'm just reading a bunch of quotes and stuff off the Wikipedia, but it's the easiest way to tie everything into this is that he, like this person who is now world renowned and famous after his death, like he wasn't famous when he was alive for his paintings or anything, but afterwards. Which, that sucks. You can't even live with the success you had and the admiration people had. Doctor Who did a pretty good thing about bringing Van Gogh as a character into that world. Heart-wrenching, touching even. When the prospect grows darker, I see no happy future at all. Those quotes, supposedly from Van Gogh when he was not feeling his best. It's like they have letters and stuff. I didn't know any of this. I thought it was all kind of vague. But if they have actual documentation, that's always the best thing you can get, as long as it's somehow verified. Oh yeah, one of the medications I take is supposed to be for works with anti-seizures. That's part of the reason it's prescribed. I don't have them as far as I know, but that was an interesting little twist. In a letter to his mother and sister written around 12 July, Van Gogh again appears to be in a far more positive frame of mind. I myself am quite absorbed in the immense plain with wheat fields, up as far as the hills, boundless as the ocean, delicate yellow, delicate soft green, and delicate purple of a tilled and weeded piece of ground, with the regular speckles of the green of flowering potato plants, everything under the sky of delicate tones of blues, whites, pinks, and violets. I am in a mood of almost too much calm, just the mood needed for painting this. That was the Donberry's Garden, July 1890. The worst thing about the health condition of a person with this is if they're manic, they seem great. They seem like they're doing fine. And I have documentation of it too if you look at stuff I did in 2019, I was pretty much off the rails. I thought to myself, you could see it in my eyes, and my demeanor is different. I'm much thinner. I didn't shave at all at the time. I wasn't really great. 2019, 2020, I felt wonderful, but I was unmedicated, and I was very likely manic. So that's the best thing I can have on my own channel to show other people who don't understand the disease and don't understand how it can be a problem when it seems like they're doing so well. In the 2020, of course, with the loss of my pet Max, and 2020 being what happened, I spiraled into a really bad depression. And thankfully I had help and medication, and everything was set in place for me to recuperate and somewhat recover to where I am now, where I'm semi-stable most of the time, but the mood swings, not really swings. I get to have the whole depressed one being the worst. Very rarely do I feel good, but I do get to live with all the depressive states, like the one I'm dealing with today, and I've been dealing with for weeks. It hasn't gone away. It's just sort of lessened. And it's been getting worse over the past week for obvious reasons. We just have to live with it. I'm reading more about it. A small new cemetery strewn with new tombstones on the little hill above the fields that were ripe for harvest. Honest man and a great artist who had only two aims, art and humanity. Sounds about right. I've been dealing with the humanity part, not so much the art. I just looked at the self-portrait of Van Gogh. Van Gogh, how do you say? I'm sorry, I don't want to say Van Gogh every time, but G-O-G-H. That's kind of, there's no O there, unless you get rid of the G-H. But I looked at that picture and I was like, oh, he looks like I feel. How nice. Just, it's rough. So any questions about the illness are, this is now. Do it now. Any monetary help for the stream would be really great. Mostly because it's below, the payout this month is below usual because I was away. And things are going to get worse. That's my mindset right now. Things are going to get worse. They will get better. Maybe. But right now, I don't do well in hospitals. And having to see Dad in the state he was in today was not good for me. But I did get to see him, which is important. He may be going up to Mass General tomorrow if we're lucky. That's the plan, at least. They're just waiting for a bed. Console, and then they can probably, well, let's hope he can get pulled out of it, because like I said, he was in rough shape, and that's really all I can think about. He was good. I was able to get myself some lunch today at Saconnet, which was nice. John McGowan, hello. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. Also, welcome. Wait. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for bringing your time and attention here tonight, especially tonight, as I always get a little hesitant about talking about my mental health stuff so directly, and I know it's not exactly clickbait, but it's what I got to deal with. Is I got this, and talking about it makes me feel better in regards to other people who may have a condition or may be curious about the way they're feeling and not understanding it. I can only explain so much of it myself. Easiest way to say is it takes. It takes constantly. It adds a type of... The only way I can put it is a mental weight. That's the easiest way to say it. Because you're not physically heavy, but you're mentally heavy. Like everything is being more. It takes more to do things because of that. Dutch pronunciation has been described as taking your fist, putting it in your throat and trying to talk. Yeah. You're on the lug, but keep clubbing. Yeah, I'm going. And then here's again the... Uh-oh. Okay. I still seem to be functional. What? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I thought the stream had just stopped, and I was waiting for something terrible. But no, I was looking at the wrong part. We're good. Everything's connected. We're fine. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, keep unplugging. That's what I got. And again, this was recently gifted to the channel because Zenbood knew I was looking for a new watch, because this one, which seems to be working just fine at the moment, this little guy keeps conking out on me. It did that yesterday, so I'm amazed it's still working right now. But it's been disconnected, so that's that. I know I'm going to need a new strap though. The one they give you is like a weird plasticky stuff, or whatever this stuff is called. And it feels fine, sort of. But every time I had this with my Fitbit, it would break eventually, like right here, like these little pieces get stretched and pulled enough times and they just break. So at some point I'll have to get something else. And I find out, here's the fun one with this. I'm trying to think positive things, folks. Getting this today was a big help as far as improving my mood. This is the weird thing that you charge it on. Has anyone else normalize this yet? You just kind of place it on there on top. It's got these little pointy bits. So it's not just you put it on there and magically it gets electricity, but it's got little prongs, very tiny. The problem with this, see this? This is the new plug that's being used all the time. The old one's been kicked off. So I don't have like an electrical thing for this. So I have this one, this big clunky thing. This fits into here and I can charge it because I think I got this one to charge my cell phone, or it came with it. I'm not sure which, but I do have something I can use. It's just I didn't know I was going to need one, and I'll probably have to get two. I'll have to get one more of these somehow because I can't charge my cell phone at my bed, which is usually where I charge it before I go to sleep. That's a new problem to have. One I definitely appreciate having. I just have to figure it out. Oh, the other thing I was supposed to do, I was supposed to look up I mentioned my bicycle. Where's Bourbon, biking with Bourbon? Someone who comes in here has a bicycle in their name. Biking Bourbon? Is that it? It's been a minute. I have to get a new inner tube for my tire. Because what helps with mental health stuff is exercise. Do that when you can. That's the hardest part, honestly, just doing it. I went for a walk because my nutritionist says I need to get more cardio. She is correct. I took a 3-mile walk and my legs were drained. I feel like I was stepping and walking the wrong way out the whole time. And I got, what's it called, friction discomfort from my shoes. I don't think they were the right kind of shoes to wear for a walk specifically. They're good for walking in, but not active hustle walking that I was doing. There you go, then, dude. That was me when I was at the tasting with Irene. You saw. I don't think I did that once. I think I held the nose to my glass. The glass to my nose. Quite a few times because I was tasting but not drinking, and getting lost in the smell of it was really nice. But I wasn't all there. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm weary. What are you gonna do? That's another thing that bipolar does, is it makes you very tired. Every day. When you wake up, you're tired. And when you go to bed, you're tired and yet you can't get sleep. I usually don't have a major problem with that anymore. Going to bed at midnight has helped with that. Regularity is important for bipolar. Exercise is important. Nutrition is important. I'm covering all the bases right now. As far as what I feel like someone with bipolar should do, that is, they have to get help. Both as a therapist and a psychiatrist are the two big ones. Both of those are hard to get in general now. It took me years and years and years and years and years to try to get that situated, and it's still barely even been fine. I get my meds. That's the important part. Get my pills. I have to take to open up about it all, which is what we're doing today. These are the pills I take. This is a week worth of pills. There are, 3, 4, 5, 6 different pills I take every day, split with 2 pills in the morning, 1 pill in the afternoon, 3 pills at night. And that's just for the mental health stuff. That's bipolar, anxiety, depression, all those. Every day. Every day, 3 times a day. I should do that with the food too, but I don't. I should. But I don't. Let's all raise a glass to Papa KillCo and his Oh, quick recovery. This is the Athletic Brewing Co. Raspberry Espresso with lactose. That's an odd one. Zenbu donated this to the channel as well. That is exactly what it is. It's a little raspberry with this... It's a coffee note for me. And it's not a good coffee note. It's like coffee grounds smell after you've used them. Well, it doesn't taste like a beer. I'm not sure what it tastes like. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't leave a funny taste in my mouth afterwards, which is good. It's made me think of, not quite Guinness, but because it's like the darker, it's going for the darker beer. Yeah, even the color of it's it's darker. Now let me get a glass. You get to see it. You get to see it. Don't go anywhere. Oh, I gotta take like 10 steps to get over here. Everything hurts. This one? Ow. We're good. Everything's good. We're fine. Nothing is wrong. Everything is fine. So I can do the little thing. So like Zenbu used the little emote, and now I can just do that. Let's see here. Will it have a head of any sort? Hello. Okay. Sorry if you hear that noise. There's a group chat going on right now to keep everyone in the loop with Papa KillCo's well-being right now. So that may pop on and off every now and then. Here we are. As I was saying, it seems like a darker beer. I didn't want to make this into a tasting thing, but suddenly it is. That's definitely one of the stranger drinks I've ever had. I can't quite classify what's going on. It's leaving a bit of a film in my mouth. What else is new? Alcohol consumption is also something to be concerned of if you have a bipolar depression issue. It's true. I can talk about how I used alcohol in a very not good way for most of my 20s and my 30s. I didn't care. Care now. I had to stop drinking entirely. Ugh. Oof. It's one of those, huh? So I feel like I'm not sponsored, but this Pixel Fitbit thing that I got is interesting. What a weird little design choice this was. So this is the box I got. I don't know why it feels so weird. It feels like it should be put into something. Like it has the feel of a like an old Nintendo thing. You should just somehow stick it in there and cartridge-like. The nicest way to put it. I had no idea what it was when I was with the box that I got. I opened it, I shook it, I'm like, there's something small in there, that's all I know. I got to set it up. It has the weirdest, like, this is how you take it out. It's a very odd, or at least curious design choice. But again, I'm very pleased to have it. Oh, and this was on it. Very fancy. I've already changed the face. That was the first thing I did. It had it like this. And I said, absolutely not. I don't like that at all. That looks gross. Now mine looks like a compass. I don't think it is a compass. No, it is not. I would like to have the compass on it. That'd be nice. I think I can add that. Actually, I haven't tried this. Hey, Google. What time is it?
It's 7:30 p.m.
That came from my wrist. That's bizarre. My phone would usually do that. No longer am I held to my phone. I now have a wristwatch that talks to me. Lovely. I want to find out a little more about. See what other talking points I should have here. The AI stuff is freaking me out, man. This will be a little bit of paranoia on my part, but remember, when you ask Google a question and it gives you one answer, that's the wrong answer. When it goes AI generated answer and you look at it and be like, oh, that's the answer. No, look through, find something, go find a resource. Don't just accept the AI's answer. That's disturbing. As far as I know, it even has the, it has like if I fall down or get in a car accident stuff. That's not frightening at all. If I collapse, it'll let people know. And I can do a certain action to it and that'll wake it up. Let people know I'm in trouble. I mean, it's a little too, I'm glad to have it, but the fact that I can have it is mildly disturbing. And the reasons for me having it are disturbing. Yeah, set up personal safety. I already did that. It shows like all this, it's showing all the stuff that's usually on my phone. So all around reminders, little, it's weird, man. And right now it has the time, the date, how many steps I've gotten, which is wrong. Hold on. Fitbit still works with it, which is the big thing I wanted to worry about there. Oh, that's right. It gave me 6 months of Fitbit Premium, which I found to be completely useless. But it's nice to know. Track and improve my running performance. I don't like running. I like bicycling. I think, okay, it's going off, it says 210 steps. That's wrong. It's going off 210 steps because it's when I put it on, I have taken 210 steps since then. But officially it's 3,039 steps today. Very exciting. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it works with sleep. I don't think there's a way for it to be better, but ooh. Smartwatch responded. Yes, it did. I don't know. Hey, Google. Pick a random number between 1 and 10.
5.
It can. It can do whatever my assistant can do. It's just odd that now it's my wrist and not my phone that's answering. But also good. That means I can ask the question in the car. I don't know if it'll answer from my phone or my watch yet. No, that's interesting. Very peculiar. All right. Why do they have to abbreviate things? WBT does not make me think World Bipolar Day. That makes me think of a radio station. WBRU, you know, that kind of thing. WBRD. Birthday of famous Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh, who was diagnosed after his death as likely having bipolar disorder. International Society for Bipolar Disorders, ISBD, will encourage global awareness of bipolar disorder on March 30th, which is what I'm doing. Welcome. Welcome to that. I gotta read. This is a day when we, as a collective of people dedicated to improving science and society for people with bipolar disorder, can unite to celebrate World Bipolar Day with friends, family, research communities, and organizations. World Bipolar Day is a day to remember our strengths, resilience, and successes, as well as acknowledge that much work remains ahead. true. You know how I know that? One, I say I have bipolar disorder to a lot of people, and I realize they might not know what that is. It seems like they should, but it's also I live with it, and I've been diagnosed, and I know a lot about it and how it affects me. And I make the assumption that other people know what bipolar even is. Even looking up stuff on YouTube, typing in like World Bipolar Day 2025, you find some garbage videos. You find very passive ways of recognizing it. It's gross. I'll be honest. I tried to look up stuff about World Bipolar Day on YouTube and found, like news channels were like, it's World Bipolar Day. Let's talk to this lady for about 60 seconds. Back to you, Jen. That's what most of them were. It was like, it's bad. It's hard to do. You're depressed. You can have manic episodes. That's it. You can be depressed or manic. The end. Although this worldbipolarday.org is something I didn't find, which until now is disturbing. They're in Monroeville, PA. Pennsylvania? Not sure about that. We got rethink.org for World Bipolar Day. Ugh. Is anyone else tired of cookies? Just like the little tiny marketing BS stuff that happens to be on every single web page you've ever looked at. I'm annoyed by those a lot. Because they're everywhere. If I go to any kind of site, it's the same thing. People living with bipolar disorder may experience feeling extremely happy, excited, or euphoric. I've done that. Increased energy and activity levels. Done that. Again, look at any videos I did in 2019. You will note a difference in my demeanor. Reduced need for sleep without feeling tired. Yep. Eating was also a thing I didn't do much of back then. Seeing, hearing, or believing things that aren't real. Thankfully, no. Didn't have that happen. Feeling very sad, hopeless, or empty. Yeah. Low energy, extreme tiredness. Yeah. Struggling to concentrate or make decisions. Yeah. People with bipolar disorder may feel well between episodes, and symptoms can vary from person to person. But when symptoms are severe, they can have a big impact on work, school, and relationships. True. Then, but I'm glad we found out that my watch can give me numbers. That's funny. They have stuff like in their own words. That's always nice. I don't let this stop me from living, being grateful for the little things. I'm finally at peace with myself. I'm not. That'd be cool. No. Living with this condition sucks. It's hard to deal with. I'm going to try to do one last push tomorrow for a gaming stream. I hope, as long as everything's relatively stable within the next week. I'm going to try to do more more streams, because I have to hit a certain goal every month via YouTube, which we did. We hit the 100 mark, but I need it to be 200 every month because I gotta pay things. That's where I'm at with that. Such hardy flowers. Yeah, exactly. The happy, smiling, and the sad, frowning, theatrical fellows there have been often used to show the extremes of bipolar. And those are the extremes. Like if you have the bipolar itself, like bipolar 1 as they call it, it's super dangerous. Like it's extreme extremes. Thinking you're Jesus extremes. And then the bottom of it is just not wanting to exist anymore, which is bad. For me, I kind of lean into the depressive area a lot. I said like major depressive disorder, so I feel very depressed a lot. And then when I do feel good, there's a question about that. Numerous times in my life, I had the thought recently, let's just say, not long ago, Are you feeling good right now, Brian? How dare you? That was the actual thought that went through my mind because I was starting to feel, I felt a little better. I was able to enjoy things very briefly without any real issue. Oh, it'd be like that more often. It would be great. Nope. It reminds me of something. Rob Smith. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about World Bipolar Day here because I have bipolar. You've met me, you know. Like, this man's lost it. I don't know. I like to pretend I seem very normal, almost dull when people meet me. It's usually what I'm going for. Oh, creek groan, ouch. Yep. Can't see what I'm doing. Rob Smith, what's in your glass? Let me know what you're drinking, by the way. I keep forgetting to do that these days. I am, of course, drinking this very odd athletic brewing thing, and I am a adamant skeptic of what they're doing. For one, I don't like that it's called athletic. I have a... As someone who's interested in the fitness, it seems weird that I'm like, athletic, ew. But I just think I relate that with sports too much, and I don't really like modern sports. I have no interest in it, is the easy way to put it. I don't, like, if other people do, cool. I just have zero. And as far as them making non-alcoholic beer, I have tried a few of them, and I still remain a skeptic. Give me my beero. Give me my Spider-Man beer. That's all one could want. That's the best one so far in my mind. Blue Moon non-alcoholic is close second. Ugh. What else? Heineken Zero is fine if you like Heinekens. The Guinness Zero is fine if you want to get, like, imitate a Guinness. It does that. Doesn't taste like one, but it imitates the idea. Which I think this is all they're going for. I probably should make a video and, like, what are the top tier five best non-alcoholic beers, because I have at least 3 or 4, maybe 5. I'll do 7 if I can find 7, but at some point, like 7, like the last one is no good. Oh, I could have done that, but I'm not going to. I realized I could have done a goal thing for, instead of just Stitch mode, have me try to drink another G&T. Couldn't drink that, by the way, for those who were, maybe since no one else saw me do that. But after the stream from last week, where I did the G&T and tried it, no, I really hate tonic water. Like, I guarantee it's the tonic water I disliked more than whatever they were doing to it. Because all I could taste was tonic water, and it was so gross. I can't drink tonic water. No. Irene's King Code Blend 2, Touch of Bessie. That's the one I prefer. I hope you enjoy it. For those who haven't had it yet, ha ha ha. It's really good. It ticks off all the right boxes, I think is the easiest way for me to say it, especially with being slightly peated. Very slightly. Again, they only added a tiny bit. And then the tonic part is going to come through even more than the gin. Exactly. That was Joy's favorite. Yes. Joy is in good tastes. That's what that is. I would get a bottle of it, but no. I'm not. No more buying bottles right now. I've made a very serious mistake with a purchase. As in, one thing that happens with people with bipolar is they make impulsive choices, even though when they know they shouldn't. I have a credit card. That's a dangerous thing. A credit card and a lot of other problems. I'm pretty good with it. I'm being realistic. I have been pretty good with my credit card up until recently because, one, impulse purchases. Easy way I can say it is like Roy Aquavite has done a recent release. If you don't know about it, well, I don't want to say more. Just not cheap, especially to get it shipped overseas. Other than that, getting a new car, I had to put $2,000 in my credit card as a down payment. So that was a strategic poor decision because I had to get a new car. I paid from Southern Grist Brewing. Whoa. Do you like it? Is it like IPA super hoppy or IPA kind of? I'm not sure. Oh, God, you know what? I keep forgetting I can do this. I set that up, and I've been so used to playing games while streaming that I completely forget I can click on stuff right now. There we go. Bloop. Ba-ding. See? Southern Grist Brewing. Is that like a local thing or just something that's you saw and just wanted to try it? I'm not sure if I'll have anything tonight, but I'm considering just a tiny bit of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. Is that what I read there? I do have some Sam Smith Imperial Stout, but I'm thinking of doing that later in the week. Do it. Dude, have a little taste of the rye. I think I said it, Smith. Cliff Smith, welcome. So nice to see you. Wait. You thought you'd get away. You didn't get away. Thank you for joining us on World Bipolar Day. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everyone's time and attention here. Those are some of the most important things we have in our lives. And I'm so grateful that you all are going to spend that with me, doing all this silly nonsense, talking about mental health stuff, playing games and all that. I'm very glad to get back into doing that, by the way. Even if I'm leaning away from Fallout a little bit, because I've played it for 500 hours. I am keenly aware that there is a point with games where I need to say, that's enough, especially with the game type that Fallout is, which is basically endless. It will just have you keep doing things over and over again to get more, experience and get more items, get more stuff like that, but... Okay, I got it. Nice. From Nashville, Tennessee. What? Kathy Huey should be the one drinking that. Speaking of Kathy Huey, I just recently opened up her second bag of coffee that she sent me. I think it was the Funky Monkey one. Or was that the first one? Hold on, I gotta check now. I'm sorry. I gotta check. It's gonna bug me. Don't go anywhere. I'm right here. I haven't left. I'm still here. Still here. Still here. Still here. I was right. Damn it. Why do I have to doubt my own mind? Oh, that's right. Being self-conscious and unsure of yourself is also a mental health illness bipolar thing. But here we go. This is what we're drinking now. Colombia. Funky Monkey. Frothy Monkey. I'm sorry. I did get it wrong. Nice. Oh, it smells so good. And this is from Tennessee as well. Flavor profile is citrus, butterscotch, and cocoa. And it is a medium roast from the Huila region. Huila. Huila. Processed was washed, sun-dried. Variety Caturra, Bourbon, and Castillo. Not advertised. No sponsorship, just what Kathy Huey donated. It's quite good. I like it. The first one was very dark and very rich and robust. Is a word I don't use very often, and this one's quieter, simpler, more like a. It's the type of coffee I like more, not as aggressive. To start my day, I don't need coffee. I do espresso enough. So I want my coffee to be a little bit more chill. And so far, this one, I like it. I hate to think of the I don't know, no one, I don't remember, I don't know. I will remain in ignorance. Remaining in ignorance. Brass Monkey I've heard of. Wow, I believe that's a beverage. The only other problem I have with this thing right now is and this is what we're drinking, the athletic thing, for those of you who just showed up. Let's see if it wants to zoom in here and focus. Do it. It's the thing in the middle, guy. Hold on. There's actually a spot. but raspberry espresso with lactose. The with lactose part is what bothers me. That store I met you at in St. Louis just started bringing in Southern Grist, and so far everything I have had from them has been really good. Excellent. Do they have a non-alcoholic version? Quieter afternoons, I have Tanzania peaberry. Good God, Sugar Kid. I keep forgetting how engrossed you are in coffee stuff. I've heard mixed things, Cliff. We had an experiment with, and I've tried a few, which is why also I remain very skeptical about their stuff. The popularity of it is good, but they do have any beer. All right. Keep that in mind. Probably nowhere near available here, but, you know, good to know. I don't think I've had an athletic brew that I liked. Maybe one, but I don't remember what it was. And I mean, it's still an adamant fan of the Bureau Noon Wheat. That is the top one I got. We have less than 10 minutes before shutting down. We have not hit the goal. If any of you want to help with that tonight, that'd be great. The month is coming to a close very fast, and of course the whole drama with my screen kept me offline for doing stuff for a week and a half, almost. Which I found takes a little chunk out of being able to do anything on the YouTube. Yes. Rose with the coffee, fantastic. So, okay. You're getting it from both ends. Oh, I don't know, I'm sorry. You have a lot of influence in both areas. There we go, that sounds better. I don't think I have just the... Tea is a mild interest, but I can't, like, I don't know what it is. I can't bring myself to make tea. I can bring myself to make coffee because the caffeine is involved. For tea, it's just... The flavor of it isn't enough to entice me to drink it. It's very faint and a lot of water, so my taste buds are like, what are we doing? What is this? If I pick a tea to drink, though, it's like a black tea. That's it. I still have that real... I've been saying this so many times, but I have a little round disc of a tea over there, and I think it's a red one, like a red tea that I got from the place I got tea when I was in Texas. I cannot remember the word. Oh, please do, Sugar Kitty. I mean, whatever anyone can help with in any way is greatly appreciated. The YouTube one, as long as it's over 100 every month, we're good. And that's just because that's the payout. And the last thing I want is for YouTube to not send something each month. Patrick Greeny, although he has not been here recently, he has been supporting the channel via being a member, both on YouTube and on Patreon. Those are other options that anyone who is here, if you like what I'm doing, it helps a lot. It is the fuel for my fire, and is greatly appreciated for all of you who have been contributing to that for so long. Really, really strong teas, but they may be bitter like the tonic. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Again, I can do like black tea, Earl Grey, you know, Captain Picard. That's always been funny. Green tea, I don't really like that much. I'll have to do a tea thing eventually, won't I? And I'll do the... What would I do? I like iced tea, but iced tea is like the sweet tea stuff, you know? I never get just tea. I'm especially a fan of sweet tea. Good God. All the sugar. Give it to me now. Give me that sweet southern juice. What is wrong with me? But every time I drink tea, just as is blah. Let's use flavor with vanilla. Thai tea, yes. Thai tea I can get behind. I've been dabbling with what my mom has been doing when she can, getting chai. I like chai. Especially hot chai tea I like. So I'm hoping to go along that route a little more. The problem is I have like an extreme need for caffeine. I need the caffeine in the morning. But I'm trying to do a little bit more something else in the evening. Like I don't think I could get behind a chai tea for the Keurig. I'm sure that's an option. I don't know if I can handle that. What are you doing? Pecan pumpkin pie. What are you doing? Yes. I mean, I have to look into it to some extent. I had a nice conversation with, I just talked to her, Sugar Kitty, thank you. I see that. Did it do anything? Oh, it was off. There it is. Why did I turn that off? Thank you, Sugar Kitty. I'm glad. Thank you for doing that, so I noticed. I can even click this. Look, there you go. Whoop. Thank you. Big help. You did. You got it. Just in time. Just in time for me to notice it. I could have sucked. But as I said, I'll be doing this tomorrow, hoping to raise the $95. Oh, Rob Smith, hello, thank you. I can do this. I can hit the little heart.
Fan of caffeine, coffee emoji.
No, coffee emoji. Thank you there, voice from beyond. You're probably still in game room. I don't know. I don't know why that was off. I was probably fiddling with it at some point. Oh, I know why. I bet I know why. I bet Patrick Greening came in here or something like that. That doesn't get connected to that, though. Does it? God, it's been so long. I haven't fiddled with that stuff in a while. But thank you, both of you, for helping me out with that. Again, at least, the very least that I enjoy is that the freaking YouTube payout seems to happen each month. I still have to go to great lengths to get more people to be participants in this channel's success, and that has been harder to do, of course, since I've had to reconfigure everything. I'm not strictly whiskey anymore. I talk about mental health, which is so clickable as far as... And I need to start making more videos. I keep talking about the ones I want to finish. They still are existing, but I have had no drive to do that because it requires a great deal of focus. And there's a lot of other things going on in my life right now that I'm focused on that aren't so editing based. Editing sucks, for the record. If you've never had to edit video, it's not great. It's very hard to do. And I do have some videos I want to get out. I just have to figure out how I'm going to mentally figure it out. Whoop. Cliff Smith, thank you very much. You're a legend.
Here's a bit more to try to help with the super chat go.
Well, you did it. You got it. Thank you. YouTube is very happy right now. It's like, he did it. No. I still owe you a song, I know. I'm going to make a video about that. What song do you want? That's been a little thing sitting in my head. I'm like, I could just pick a song, but what does he want me to do? I could try to do it in a short. I haven't forgotten that, believe it or not. I have not forgotten that I need to do that. It's been sitting in the back of my head, just growing with the guilt of not doing it. What song do you want? Tell me. I do have a list somewhere. I need a warm-up. A short sounds good? It does, yeah. That was what I was thinking to do. I just have to do something. You think on it. I have a list of songs. What? Oh, I'm being informed about the recent transactions. Thanks for doing that. I'm going to have to figure that out at some point. The little zzz thing. I don't know if I like that. I don't like something physically telling me. Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, listen here. Rob Smith. No. It has to be something I can handle. You know what? There's one problem I have with myself is sometimes I forget there's the option to search for stuff. I think a lot of these songs are older ones. I can do more. I think I still have that one in my head. More than the greatest love the world has known. This is the love I'll give to you alone. more than the simple words I try to say. I only live to love you more each day. More than you'll ever know, my arms long to hold you, so my life will be in your keeping, waking, sleeping, laughing. What was the last part? Waking, sleeping, laughing. I was going to say grieving, but that's not it. That's as far as I got. I'm surprised there was that many of the lyrics in there. Waking, sleeping, laughing. All right, next part. Longer than always is a long, long time, but far beyond forever you'll be mine. Weeping, thank you. I know I never lived before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more. Ba-da-bum. I knew it was like a sad word. I'm like, crying? No, that's not right. There you go. We got a prelude to it. I got to warm up. I'll figure out the rest. I've decided I don't want to stop the stream yet, because all of you have been so generous just now. I feel like that would be a cop-out. I did the Numb Little Bug song. I thought about doing Too Sweet. You're too sweet for me. My coffee black in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. I take my whiskey neat. That one. It's a lot of jumping around, as you could tell. From the Start. Ooh, which one is that? I forgot. There was also another one that I wanted to do that's too hard for the way to put it, because of the way the guy sings and the way it's not like songular. It's some, I don't want to call it rap, but let me see if I can remember the part that I wanted to remember. I lose oh, am I doing the wrong way? I lose control. Yeah, I can't even hear it in my head right now. I lose control. Where's the rest? I have the I lose control and then bullet. Oh, there we go. I know it now. As soon as I typed it in, from the start, my brain went, I don't know. And then I actually found the song. Here, we want to try a warm up again. Zenbu, this is your fault. I'm giving you a plethora of songs because I've been needing that. Oh, the goal is about to end. Oh no. We'll say we hit the goal. We hit the goal. That's the silly part about it. It's like I was really going for the goal down here, but I set the goal wherever you guys see the goal, and I forgot that I have two of them. I feel like the background music is in the way. Hold on. Let's pause that for now. Don't let me forget to restart it. I will forget. Do not let me do that. It doesn't taste bad. It's just weird. Hard to explain. Now remember, this is sung by a woman normally, and I have to tweak some of the words to make it sound right. Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain. Listening to you harp on bout some new soulmate. I did not hear it like that. He's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love, at least just let me say. This is the hard part. That when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? That's the hard part, right? All that breathing. What's a guy to do? Lying on my bed staring into the blue. Unrequited, terrifying love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest, I'm telling you today, that when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? Confess I love you, just thinking of you. I know I've loved you from the start. It's a very upbeat, kind of jazzy song. But when you put my song singing in it, it's different. That's when she's up here and I'm down here. It's great. Weeping. It's going to bother me. So we've turned this into a singing stream. Thank you, Rob Smith. Brava, brava. Cheers to that, everyone. Thank you, thank you. But that's the one I've been meaning to do, but it's exhausting, and I have to switch some words around. I have Mad World on here. Did I ever do Mad World? Mad World. Enough for you. I have one called Sweet Violets. I have to do a little bit of that for you because you've never heard of it. You don't like it. It's a very old song. I don't even know if I can sing it. Sung by Diana Shore. That name sounds familiar, huh? Pouring a dram, Brooklotic 18 year. Yeah, do it. Sweet violets, sweeter than roses, covered all over from head to toe, covered all over with sweet violets. I could, if you want to clip it, which is something I encourage you all to do. If you ever see something I'm doing while live, just clip it. And I can look it up later and upload it as a short. So you guys actually help me do some of the work. Like anytime you see me gaming or anything, clip something, please. It helps me tremendously. I have a hard time doing it, honestly. Trying to get it just right. Oh, it drives me nuts. Trying to keep up the willpower to not open the bottle that just arrived today. I'll definitely open it. Want to save it for sharing. Okay. That's the thing to do. I get it. I know the feeling. I have plenty of bottles I want to open right away. I'm like, no. I have to make a video of them. All right. Here comes the rest of the Sweet Violet song. And this is how it goes. Like, I'm going to do the pacing as I've heard it. There once was a farmer who took a young miss in back of the barn where he gave her a lecture on horses and chickens and eggs and told her that she had such beautiful manners that suited a girl of her charms, a girl that he wanted to take in his washing and ironing, and then if she did, they could get married and raise lots of sweet violets, sweeter than roses, covered all over from head to toe, covered all over with sweet violets. You got a dark cove? Holy shit. restrain yourself as best you can, man. That's amazing. Oh. The girl told the farmer that he better stop, and she called her father, and he called a taxi and got there before very long, 'cause someone was doing his little girl right for a changin', so that's why he said, if you marry her, son, you're better off single, 'cause it's always been my belief marriage will bring a man nothing but sweet violets, sweeter than roses, covered all over from head to toe, covered all over with sweet violets. Oh, this is a long song, I forgot. The farmer decided he'd wed anyway and started in planning for his wedding suit, which he'd purchased for only $1. But when he found out he was just out of money, and so he got left in the lurch, a-standing and waiting in front of the end of the story, which just goes to show all a girl wants from a man is his sweet violets, sweeter than roses, covered all over from head to toe, covered all over with sweet violets, sweet violets. Brava, brava. Oh, I want to highlight this one before I forget. There we go. It's a very silly song because you expect something and it goes the other way. Let's see. Where's the ones that are super funny at the beginning? The beginning. Took a young miss in back of the barn where he gave her a lecture. Chickens and eggs. And told her that she had such beautiful manners. And this is not a new song. It's from a while ago. I don't know exactly when this came out. But again, Diana Shore, that's a very familiar name. At least for me. I remember why. But she was, that's a very funny song for me. I like that. As far as other songs I can do, Kissing a Fool. What are these ones? Why did I put a mark here? That doesn't explain anything. Who can I turn to when nobody needs me? When Diana Shore ruled the earth. Yeah. Heart wants to know, and so I must go where destiny leads me. That song is going to be completely done in Sammy Davis Jr. style, by the way. But I have Rose of Tralee. I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen, and Good Night, Irene. But it has a little star next to it, so I'm not sure what that means. Oh, he's in the committee release. Oh, God. Still a good one. What is Rose of Tralee? I don't even remember what that is. So one good thing I have is I can sing. That's all I got. Irish song, The Rose of Tralee. Sung by David Owen Norris and Phillips Langbridge. Show me something. Show me lyrics. Yeah, advertisement. Pop-ups everywhere. God damn. I wanted the lyrics. I guess Bing Crosby did it. That's probably the way I heard it. I must have heard it with an actual, like... Feels like seeing a Irish ditty from Bing Crosby. Feels a little off. But that would probably be how I'd find it. Sun was declining beneath the blue sea. When I strayed with my love to the pure crystal fountain that stands in beautiful vale of Tralee. She was lovely and fair as the rose of the summer. It 'twas not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eye ever beaming that made me love Mary, the rose of Tralee. Cool shades of evening their mantle were spreading, and Mary all smiling was listening to me. The moon through the valley her pale rays was shedding. when I won the heart of the rose trellis. Who lovely and fair as the rose of the summer, yet 'twas not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eye and the ever-beaming that made me love Mary, the rose of Trelly. I don't know how it goes. I don't even know how it got on my list. Same with Goodnight Irene and I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen. Kathleen. Huh? Oh, What a Beautiful Morning's up there. The Impossible Dream. Change Partners. Why don't you change partners and dance with me? Ask him to sit this one out, and while you're alone, I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on the telephone. Goodnight Irene is an interesting song. I don't remember. I put it on here, and I don't even know why or when. But Zenbuddha, I hope that pays in some of the songs I've been meaning to do for you. As I said, I did not forget. I just got hung up on well, what does he want me to sing? I can't make decisions on my own. Start the music up, don't worry. What? Whoa. It's wild. What's the other one? In the wee small hours of the morning, while the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and think about the girl and never ever think of counting sheep. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hers if only she would call. In the wee small hours of the morning, that's the time you miss her most of all. I gotta highlight this. Darko, where'd you get it? Who did you murder to get that bottle? Dan, sure. I have to look her up. I know the name is so familiar, but I can't remember why. I also had a recent reminder of Casablanca. Casablanca? That's a really good movie. As far as an old school classic is concerned, that one is top notch. Goodnight Irene is an interesting song. I don't remember. Our tour guide in Ireland sang the Rose of Trelly as we drove through it. That's a nice one. That's a nice touch. It's nice to know it's a place, too. I thought it was just with Irish songs, you're never really sure if it's actually something that happened or some place that exists, but that sounds about right. And once again, for those who do not know yet, Papa KillCo has been in the hospital for the past, ever since Tuesday night. So thoughts, prayers, whatever you do to make someone be in your mind and wish them well and recovery and all that, please do it. And once again, caringBridge.org/visit/James K to find out what's been going on with him lately. Mama KillCo is the one who manages that, and any monetary or comments of any sort are appreciated to help them get through this and help the whole family get through this. This is rough. This is rough. One of our Psalm friends got several in an auction and was willing to let me have one at this cost. Wow. Good old auctions. Charlie is very tiny. Okay. I'll see you in my dreams. Yeah, I'll have to look up those songs when I get out of here. Those would have been great to sing for St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't realize I had them as an option. So, learned something new. Sweet violets, sweeter than the roses. The one thing I like doing with songs, which I don't know if it ever sounds right, is kind of tweak them slightly. I change the placement of the note almost in a harmonizing way. So let's think of something here. Covered all over from head to toe. Covered all over in sweet violets. And I might do covered all over from head to toe. Covered all over with sweet violets. Something like that. I don't know what that's called. I just assume it's harmonizing in some way. But I've done that in my head numerous times when singing some songs. I think I just used too many S's there. Wow. I'm starting to wonder if I should play games after this. I can't. Oh, I can't. If I ever say I may stream later tonight, I won't. If I do a stream and say I'll do a stream later, ignore that. I probably won't. I haven't yet, I don't think. There's not been a time where I can remember saying, I'll do a stream later after being on one night, but unless it's sparsed out. So if I did a gaming stream hours ago, I would definitely come on tonight for my regular stream. We're still trying to get 7 p.m.s on Wednesdays to be a thing. I felt bad that I missed it this week because, well, didn't have the screen. We have the screen now. It looks great. We do. That's another thing we can do. Cliff is a pirate. If you didn't know, he is a scallywag. And he likes to cause a ruckus in a boat. Is that right? And you have an online friend who also does gaming streams who likes to be a pirate. And I think I would find that interesting to do sometimes. I don't think I can make it a constant. I have too many other games to play. But that'd be fun. That'd be a nice little reprieve. Especially if... I'll be honest, I'm going to need a support group on here. Hopefully not soon, but eventually. To get through a lot. And we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to think that's a long ways off from right now, but I'm realizing it more and more it's something just to consider, really. Cancer's a bitch. That's all I can say. Anyway, back to reality. You know what I found today? This has been sitting next to me for a while. It's a CD-ROM. CD, actually a DVD, but whatever. It does CDs too. And I can actually plug this into my computer. I copied some music off of there. I found, because I've been trying to clean, emphasis on trying to clean, I found an old CD-ROM, a Burn CD, and it was supposed to be like chill, Qui-Gon music. And I like that kind of thing. I like to have some kind of peaceful something in the background. And I felt bad that I couldn't listen to that. Like, I found the CD. It's clearly been a copy. I've had it for a very long time, and I wanted to hear it again. And thankfully, it was able to be put on my computer thanks to that little thing. God, I'm still not used to having this on. Look at it. Look at it. Hold on. That's not how that works. Why? My wrist doesn't do that. Ow. I'm not sure if I like that one either. Because it looks very... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's red. I think that's what bothers me the most. It's going to take me a while to get used to this thing, by the way, just in general. It has a lot of options and doodads and knickknacks. Wait. It has a light on it. Oh, it has a red light on it, too. Wow. What the hell? Ugh. We've learned something new. Christ. Notifications are off. It has an airplane mode of its own. Good God. I am becoming more bionic as the days go on. I am now part of the system with this thing, with Apple knowing everything about me now, officially. Smells so good. Oh, it's a great coffee so far for me in the morning. I look forward to having some coffee with this thing. I might have to be like, hey, Kathy Huey. I could probably get this online if I really liked it. But I do have, my regular coffee is from the Awesome Coffee Club. It's not called that anymore. What's it called? KillCo, I think. And they get that's although I like getting this kind of coffee, I also like getting coffee that is a charitable cause. It's the same reason I like getting what the hell is his name? Is he a golf player or a tennis player? There's a certain brand of foods and such out there that has a guy's face on it. Hello. That was another group chat. I lost my train of thought. Newman's Own. There we go. I like getting, yes. Yeah. I like buying that stuff simply because I know it's going to charity. At least that's what I'm told. There's an actor. Okay, yeah. I must be thinking about the tea guy, half and half tea stuff, whatever his name was. I was thinking of the golf guy, not him. But in that regard, I like getting Newman's Own stuff. Arnold Palmer. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you. See, I know what I'm talking about. I just don't remember what I'm talking about. There's a difference. I think. And a car racer, I believe. Okay. Well, I know he's trying to do good. I don't even know if he's alive anymore. I assume not, but I like his sauce. His sauce. If you're curious, if you want like tomato sauce, that's pretty damn good. His is pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. Like, once you have your face plastered on something, it's like you're gone. You're not around anymore, probably. Ugh. But it's stuck. Like the fact that it's still going is the best part about it. And the tomato sauce is good. His pizzas are pretty good. More of the chat is happening. John Daly, iced tea, lemonade, and vodka. Damn. Vodka. Bleh. He passed in 2008. Thank you, Cliff Smith. Thank you for doing the searching for me. That's sad. Yes. His pizzas are good, and his sauce is good. Those are really the two things that come to mind that I would get from him, or for that, because of the whole, like, goes to a good cause. Same with the coffee. And the coffee, if you guys want to try it, I don't know if it's KillCo officially now. It used to be the Awesome Coffee Club, but that didn't take off. Actor, film director, race car driver, philanthropist, and entrepreneur. Yeah, I would like to be some of those. I could be an American actor. I don't want to be a director. I don't really want to drive cars. I could be a philanthropist and an entrepreneur. I can be the entrepreneur. A philanthropist is a different word. I can't use that one. Slapshot. Damn, what the hell? All right, so I was right. It's called The Good Store in KillCo. There we go. Here. Let me do this. Oh, that's interesting. Ugh. And I've shown this off before. I've whipped this one out more than once. The Sting is good. The Sting? Oh, the movie. I'm like, are we talking about superheroes? I don't understand. Ah, that's not right. Covered all over with... I can wait. There we go. If you guys are interested in getting into this, I promote this only because I know it's charitable stuff, only because the Vlogbrothers are people I've followed for a long time. I've talked about the book. I've talked about them a lot. They are what I would like to do in my life. Like what they're doing, I would love to even be a sliver of, with not only helping myself, but helping others. That's the big deal. They do socks, they do coffee, they do tea. Sugar Kitty, they do tea. They do soap. They now do cleaning products. And all of it goes to charity. That's it. That's the thing. It's like if I know something goes to charity of some sort, I feel better about myself. I still haven't actually bought their eco stuff, like the laundry cleaning stuff, dishwasher stuff. I have to do that when I run out, because I just bought a bunch recently. I also have to be careful of certain things like smells. Although I'm not doing whiskey stuff at all recently, I still am of the mindset that I don't want smells. Like I don't want things. I don't want to smell like anything. So my antiperspirant is odor-free. My soap that I get from the goods store, they have an odor-free one. It's very good soap. I mean, damn. The soap I use for my hair, that's odor-free. Oh, that's cool. Flips Coffee. Yeah, the good store thing is so simple for me because it's just delivery. The only other thing I get that isn't, it's a monthly thing. I get the freaking Dollar Shave Club. I got wrangled into that when they first started, and I've never left it because just having my razors show up every month is extremely convenient. I only use one razor a week, like to get a new one. Disposable razors. What a neat idea. It does not cost $1 anymore, by the way. Dollar Shave Club should change their name to like $8 or whatever the heck it is now. I do not even know. It's automatic. I don't care. I should care, but I don't. I'm not about to change that. Like I've been getting my razors from them for so long that I don't know of any other way to do that. Oh, and something else that happened is with this monitor, getting the new monitor, I have a new box I can use to move stuff around because I still haven't cleaned my apartment. There's so many books over there. Books, DVDs, CDs, graphic novels that I've had for 30 years. I feel like I'm one of the few people who can look back on the stuff they have from high school. I still have that. It's disturbing. Covered all over with sweet violet. I showed this before, but I'll show it again for those who may not have seen it. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. It's me! Look at that handsome devil. Hey. Hey. That's with the mini mustache. I look just as evil as I do now. That's nice. That's cool. And a reminder, I did the mustache thing there as a joke. I only had it for this photo. That was it. Never again. It was destiny. It's preordained. This mustache to become a thing. Wow. Actually, hold on. Shit. That's also when my hair was shorter. The long hair you see there was actually cut. It used to be in the center of my back. I had very long hair for quite a while. Quite a while being about 2 or 3 years, now that I think about it. Because after I got to high school, I cut it short again. Went through my chill hippie phase. Yeah, man, wow. I still have the hat I used to wear from that time. You want to see it? I think. Do I have it? Is it over there? Ooh. I might have to take that back. I'm not sure if it's over there anymore. I feel like it should be. That was just one that was like... It was what some people call a fisherman's hat. Or something along those lines. I don't know what else to call it, really. And a reminder, it's World Bipolar Day. Checking with yourself, checking with your friends and family. I'm of the mindset that every single person should get a psychological evaluation. So I encourage you all to see a psychologist, not because you're nuts, but because you might know you're nuts. Ah! Ugh. No. My computer's angry at me. Don't mind me. Hold on. Hold on. We're still live. It's fine. There we go. My computer has issues. Has its own issues. It just cut out on me. Which is bad. Here we go. Emily Chambers, hello. Welcome. Peace and care, y'all. Thank you for being here. You get another one of these since you came back. Oh. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. It is greatly appreciated. Again, to all of you who are here, your time and attention are valuable assets that people want to take from you. So I appreciate you bringing them here of your own free will. Yay! Thanks for being around. Thanks for listening. Thanks for engaging. Thanks for keeping me a little bit more or less crazy. It helps, believe me. Uh-oh. Again, I'm still getting used to this watch. It just made a noise at me, and I don't know why. It did the zzz thing. Stop. There we go. My heart rate's actually not too bad right now. I think. I don't know if I trust this thing yet, but it says it's at 75 BPM, which is lovely. Coffee is life and life the community. There you go. I love the community here. Oh, I can't do the thing. Hold on. Let me change. I highlighted your message, but because everything just ran out of memory, apparently. Cool. So I can't highlight messages again. Ugh. Oh, we got in chill mode. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to keep this rolling until 9 p.m. Again, I want to make this kind of a special stream. One, because it distracts me from my thoughts right now. And two, because World Bipolar Day only happens once a year. And it's the one time I get to just directly say, this is what it's like to live with bipolar. It's hard to do. I want to see if I have some good examples. The head feeling heavy thing, like there's a weight right here. That happens, it's still there. It's a constant. Sometimes it gets heavier. So just keeping your head up is a struggle. Then it can take me an hour to get out of bed. And not just because like I don't want to get up, oh, I'm so tired. It's just like, I can't get out of bed. I have to will myself into existence again. Hold on, this will take a while. All right. The good news is I've been able to get to sleep on a more regular basis. That has been a very good thing. I officially turn into a pumpkin. You are the pep rally, Emily Chambers. Don't you? Not just, you are. You're the one who keeps us motivated to do better, to be better. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, getting up in the morning sucks. Self-care sucks. General care, actually, is hard. For the longest time in my life, I had trouble taking showers, not in like a gross way, but like if you're cripplingly depressed, taking a shower is not on the first thing to do. Like getting up and being conscious is usually what you're worried about the most. And then just putting my head in the box, as I call it, is putting it YouTube and gaming by myself and not talking to anyone, not going anywhere. That was pretty rough. Spent many, many, many years of my life doing that. It's sad to think about because I could have been doing so much more. Overachiever. How dare you? I gotta think. I got the chill music on. I like this. And I hate to admit that too. It's like I had trouble taking showers in the past. Like, But that's it. That's the reality. Depression is horrible. And it's completely overlooked all the time. I'm depressed. It's like, are you? Are you really? That's cool. That's another one. There are times in my life, if you look back on, again, the channel is a nice example of when you can see me having, like, I was in a different state. I was being a very different person. I was me, but I was also out of my head. I've explained it that I was in the back seat while someone else was driving. And they were making poor choices. Don't go that way. Oh, God. Don't speed up now. Oh, Jesus. Go to bed. No, don't keep driving. Oh. I'm lucky I never did anything super dangerous. But there are times I did something that could have been very bad. I'm more of a recluse, so it wasn't as bad, I think. Yeah. I mean, it was mostly just I couldn't get myself to do it. It's not even that it was over. It was over. It was something like that. Like getting I didn't like getting wet. I know that was one of the thoughts I have. You are a work in progress, aren't we all? Aren't we all just trying to fall forward and catch ourselves before we hit the ground? But I did have that for a while, like not wanting to get wet, which is, you know, it's like going out in the rain. You don't want to get wet, but being in the shower, it's a whole different thing. I still sensory, dude. I know. I didn't really think of it like that until I'm like, wait, no, I didn't like getting wet. That was part of the problem. Part of my problem with not taking showers. One, I didn't have the energy. Two, I didn't like the idea of getting wet. That's past, thankfully. But sometimes it's rough. If I get depressed again, it's rough. It's hard to like get myself to do those self-care things that everyone seems to have no problem doing. Eating, making food for yourself, making your coffee, you know, taking a shower, not sleeping so much, doing tasks around the apartment, getting organized, doing chores. Like those all get blipped out of my mind. I just sit here. Most of the time I just talk to you or talk to myself. It's rough. What are other examples? Leaving my apartment. Remember how I was talking about how I'm going to travel in my car and experience the world and see new places and put myself in situations that I don't know if it's a good idea, such as sleeping in my car in strange places. We'll see. It's the bathroom and the shower part that I'm really worried about. Like, you can't do that in your car. I mean, you could, but ugh. You have to get tips and tricks. I don't plan to live in my car. That's like the thing I have to keep trying to find the intermediate bit about. Like, I don't want to live in my car, but I do want to be able to travel long distances and stop and, you know, fall asleep safely. Then get on to the next place I have to go. One that's really terrifying, and I don't believe I'll be able to do it, is the concept of getting in my car and driving somewhere and then riding my bike around. And then coming back to my car and then putting it in the back of the car again and driving somewhere else. I don't think I can handle that yet. Just going to the place is enough. We're going to have some first steps. I'll find out if rest stops really mean rest stops. And not just stay here for a little while and go away. You're only allowed to be here for 2 hours. Ooh. The other thing is to remind myself that truckers, people who drive all over the country, they have places they know to stop, and it's fine. You can always find a Waffle House. Terrifying as that statement is. Another thing that's been talked about is like Planet Fitness or something like that. There's a very wide range of gyms out there. And again, this is more for people who live in their cars, like being able to have that membership so you can go and exercise and take a shower. Very important. I don't think I'll do that. What I am planning, and I only learned about this tonight, or I was reminded of it. My brother's working for AAA. And AAA does a lot of travel stuff. So the hope is we can get some discounts at hotels or something. I don't know. But the end goal, and this is a big goal, is that at some point I will be driving all the way to Oregon, other side of the country, to visit a friend of mine. Also, there's the concept of driving to Texas and driving to other people's towns, like going to visit the few that come off the top of my head: Four Leaf Whiskey and Whiskey Mountains. Like, I could visit them. There may be a few other people. I don't know if I'd want to go to Florida. I really don't like Florida, honestly. That is a touristy place, and that's it. And then where else? There are other people who are, like Kentucky. I can see It's Bourbon Night again. Oregon is beautiful. Exactly. It's part of it. She actually works at RV camps, so she'd be the one who takes care of the camp area. and make sure everyone's, not misbehaving. See the country, see the world. That's the other step, folks. Although it's all based on you guys and everyone else who future-wise helps to raise this channel up to the next level. And hopefully it'll return to whiskey stuff, but not in the same way. No one likes Florida here. Yeah, well, yeah. There was thought of seeing Encore whiskey Encore, Cheech. But again, Florida. The likes are down there too. I don't know. Again, I don't know either of them very well. But Four Leaf I could probably deal with. Adriana I could probably deal with. And I really do mean that. Like, I would have to be comfortable being around them, which is hard for me to do. I've talked with It's Bourbon Night numerous times, Chad and Sarah. We've had some good times. I've been very fortunate to have some good times with them. Kentucky, give me an excuse to get back there. I want to see Maker's Mark again. I want to see Four Roses again. I want to buy whiskey there again. Oh, it's so bad. And of course, Texas, I still haven't been to Iron Root. Big one. Big want to go to Iron Root. They're just at the tip of Texas for whatever reason. At the tippity top. And what else? These are all very big plans, by the way. I don't know how I'm going to handle these. First step, figure out how to sleep in car. Second step, find out if I can block out the blinds and the windows, because I'll have to do that. Or else it's going to be weird. Make sure I have a sleeping bag. Make sure I have some kind of foam mattress. Figure out a way to organize stuff I'm bringing with me. Again, there's going to be a lot of food. There's oatmeal, easy one. There's dried fruits. That's a big one. Coffee. I have to get one of those. Sugar Kitty, you've told me about the whatever the thing that's called. French press? Something like that. Cheese meetup might be good. Haven't made it. Heard it's great stuff. That's the thing. I don't want to do an event. I just like to see the person, hang out, and then move on. AeroPress. There we go. Yeah. I'd have to do something where I can use my coffee grounds and I can use hot water. I have to get a burner, like a little burner stove, so I can make hot water when I need to, for coffee especially. Canned tuna, that'd work. Bread I could bring with me. I need to find some kind of refrigeration/cooler deal. Peanut butter and jelly will get you through the day, but there's pasta. I could do pasta or rice. There are options. A lot of thinking. Like, if you guys have any thoughts and ideas about it, please let me know. Or sterno. I don't know what sterno is. I've heard of AeroPress. That one's I could probably handle. I've seen one. I could buy one at the local cafe. I could buy one of those things, I'm sure, for, $75, whatever it is. What else? And a reminder that there are things going on in my life that are going to be hard to deal with, possibly. So the idea of getting away is more in the front of my mind than ever. And generally the hope is to get to Oregon, visit a friend who I haven't seen in 14 years? I'm not sure. She started living on the road for, years ago. Over a decade. So I have not seen them in person for a very long time, but we keep in touch. It's the whole reason this whole thing started. Way too much. I don't know. I have no idea how much it costs. I just like to consume the most. I jumped down from 100. I haven't finished this thing yet. Hold on. Wow. Reminder again, if you see me do anything weird for most of the gaming streams or this, you can clip them. I appreciate that. Hello. They don't call it clipping here. What do they call it? I forget. Yeah, sleeping in the car. Woo! Not while driving it, just to sleep in it. It's not hard to figure out. Like, I can see how I could make a way to sleep in the car. My initial thought was just to sleep in the back. I don't think that would be very comfortable. Sleeping in the back, sleeping in the front seat. Actually being able to lie down would be good. Run, Forrest, run. Yeah, exactly. So good things. Again, I hope. There's just dread looming over me right now. Again, please, any thoughts, whatever, for Pop KillCo, as he is in the hospital and has been there since Tuesday. He hopefully will be getting transported to Mass General tomorrow, where they can take better care of him, because the local hospital doesn't know much. Car camping is a whole thing. It is. That's what I'm saying. I just have to find that happy medium, between car camping. Car living out of the car thing, and it would be more towards camping, but not. Like, I wouldn't be taking out a tent and sleeping places. I would just be sleeping in the car on the road, taking breaks. I would absolutely park in the whole plan I have is to park at a rest stop, probably around midnight. Use the restroom, go to sleep, wake up early, use the restroom again, and then get on the road to go to the next rest stop. I found the hardest thing that I'm going to do, which I thought would be easier. There's got to be an easier way. I just haven't figured it out yet. Is to plot out where all the rest stops are around any route. And I've tried to do it with Google Maps a few times. And if I try to do point A to point B, so I say like Rhode Island to Oregon, and it shows me like this is the way you can go. And then I hit show me the rest stops, and it just goes, server error. It doesn't show me. It's annoying. However, there's a map thing. There's a map thing out there that does show a lot of them. It's just not, it doesn't overlay. Like, I would have to look at the maps and look at Google Maps, and that's what I've been doing to try and link up a route. And I did find somewhere in, like, when you start to get out west at a point, things just sort of fizzle out. Like, gas stations disappear, rest stops fizzle out. It's mildly concerning. And that's unfortunately right near Utah. Like, we're talking around that, like that north to south, that spot just before Utah. There's less. There's road, but not much else. And the last thing I want to ever think about is, my car breaking down or running out of gas or something like that. Borderline horror movie-esque situations, We'll stick out my thumb. This guy seems friendly. What's that meat cleaver for? Big Walmart, sometimes flexible. It's an option. I really am grossed out by Walmart. I won't lie to you. Like, the thought of Walmart and going in there bothers me. It's like something in the air. I have the same problem with a lot of grocery stores. And what's another store that bothers me? There's one right near me. It's a grocery store called Market Basket. Too big, too bright, too much, too many. too many things there that I don't like. Walmart's one of them. I don't like going to Walgreens, like the drugstore, for some reason. Stop and Shop, I'm not a fan of going in there. Part of the reason I don't actually go to get my groceries there is I just pick them up. I don't like being in there. Don't ask me why. It doesn't need to make, it doesn't, that's another thing. About mental health issues, about bipolar for me at least, is things will not make sense. Like, you don't, do not bring logic and sense into my way of thinking. It doesn't work. And remember to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Thank you, random chat thingy. Steam Elements, thank you for doing your job. Remind the people. I should put another one in there that reminds everyone to become a Patreon or a member or that kind of thing. So yes, become a patron or a member of the channel. Big help. A lot of what I'm going to plan to do will ride on how much success the channel maintains. I consider this channel successful, but also I do realize the hard shift away from whiskey was rocked the boat a bit. And I hope to go back to that at some point. But let's be honest, I will not treat whiskey and alcohol the same way ever again. I'll be keeping a very close eye on it. In all likelihood, it's still going to be just special events and sometimes live streams. And I may make videos, but it's going to be a lot less. Like, if I make videos again, it'll be 1 or 2 a month. Maybe. But I did realize something about the channel not recently, like years ago, is I cannot keep up. Even with the generosity of everyone here, I can't keep up with the hype. I can't keep up with the releases. I can't keep up with the prices. No, I am not that channel. This is 5 years worth of poor decision making and generosity. Again, that's also something I need to point out. A lot of the bottles behind me were donated, and a lot of them I bought with money I didn't have. So there's that. I should do I have weird video ideas sometimes, or at least ones that make sense. The one that makes sense right now is a tour of my shelves. So I could tour the Scotch area. I could tour the Bourbon area, especially because that goes from here behind me and all the way across. The Irish section is here. The special, like the high-priced ones are right behind me, the top shelf. Even though the top shelf is a whole bunch of other stuff. So the Clonakilty 15-year, the Jameson 18-year, the Glendula 17-year, which we are going to open the moment I hit 1,000 subscribers. 2 Loch Lomans. These are Roy's releases, and the Wild Turkey Diamond Anniversary 60th. Those are the big expensive ones. Those are the ones I want to share with more people because they can't get them, or they're hard to get, or they're overpriced, whatever. And that's another thing I need to do, is make more effort to do raffle giveaways, since I will be able to do the packaging for that easier now that I have a desk situation. That's not where it was before. It was just over here before, and that was kind of cramped. So now I have a little more space over there, and I will happily give away the whiskey I can when I can, as I am not drinking it right now. It just stays behind me. It is a backdrop. That's it. I am a collector. Whiskey people hate collectors because they don't open their bottles. Oh well. The good thing is I also have bottles that I've been collecting. This one and this one. Those 2 Loch Lomans haven't been opened at all because I got those right when I stopped drinking. And I was really looking forward to them too, so it was rough. I think this one, yeah, Woodmill. Balvenie, bottle down. You open, share, exactly. Like, I want to try them, but I can't drink all of it, so... There is the thought that at some point I might donate a bunch to the vault. I know they'd like that. And I can always go there. Like, it's not like I give it to the vault and never see it again. It's I can go to the vault and I can get in there. Cliff knows what I'm talking about. He knows. Cliff is a generous soul as ever. Plenty of whiskey to share. The more whiskey to share, the better. That's what I like to think about. Mine's been put on pause for a little while. And as I said, I still make bad decisions when buying bottles. Don't worry. I'm still in the mindset of, should I buy more Redbreast 12 before it becomes more expensive? It's already $65, so if anyone wants to donate Redbreast to the channel, go ahead. All of it, any of it, I don't care. I will take any Redbreast anything. And I will not complain at all, and I will share it when I can. But I really do feel like I need to start backlogging some things. Bourbons, not so much. Those should go down in price. Irish whiskey and Scotch, ooh. Those prices are just going to go up for reasons I don't understand. Well, winding down a little bit. Again, I didn't expect to go for 2 hours, but I find I needed it. I needed to just keep going and chatting and keeping my mind occupied for now. Well, I don't think of other things. But once again, let me actually go out of my way to do this here. If any of you want to send monetary or comments to my mother and my father, who are both going through it right now, this is where you can do that. Any comments or funds are appreciated. You lift them up with your comments and your support there, because it's not great. Again, Papa KillCo's been in the hospital since Tuesday, and hopefully he's going to go to Mass General tomorrow. And I did see him today, so I know what rough shape he is in right now. Stick around. thank you for joining me for Bipolar Day. Make sure you look at some Van Gogh paintings. Learn more about his life, and why, you'll get a good idea of what bipolar was like just from seeing what kind of ups and downs he had. And I encourage you to ask about it, learn more about it on your own. It's going to be hard because there aren't many videos that I would consider good to describe it. But we're doing what we can. We are doing what we can. And there you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Do not forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.